Hi everyone, I'm Arnell. Today I'm going to teach you 20 important expressions with the word so. Why are these expressions important? Because you can use them every day when you're speaking. Here we go. I know the text is really small, but don't worry. I will make this bigger during the lesson. These expressions start pretty easy, and they get a bit more difficult as we continue. So let's start with number 1. Number 1, every so often. We have never, always. Every so often is like sometimes. Every so often I make chocolate cake. I write my grandparents a letter every so often. Front position, end position, both are fine. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything you do every so often. Number 2, so what? We use so what when we're trying to say, I don't care, it doesn't matter. Ooh, sorry, the sign says keep off the grass. So what? Are the police gonna stop me? Yeah, okay. We have to pay to watch this movie. So what? It's $2, we can pay. So what is actually a little bit rude, so you don't want to use it in an email or at work. Use it with people you're close to, like family or friends. Because it's okay to be rude with family and friends. Number 3, so-so. Bad, good. In the middle we have so-so, not bad, not good. How was your day? So-so? That was a so-so performance. I've seen better bands. Number 4, how so? In what way? Give me more information. That movie was actually a little bit inappropriate for children. How so? Well, it was really violent. I read that pillows are not good for your neck. Really? How so? I actually don't know. I just read that online. Or so. Approximately. Imagine my exact number is 50. Or so would be 47, 52, something like that. How many students are in your class? Whew, it's a big class. Maybe 50 or so? This project is going to take me a month or so to finish. Approximately 1 month, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. And I haven't started editing this video yet, but I think it will be about 15 minutes or so. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see if I'm correct. Number or so, length of time or so. Number 6, so long as. We use so long as to mean A must happen if you want B to happen. You are giving a condition. For example, a seed will grow so long as you water it. A must happen if you want B to happen. So long as you finish your homework, you can go to the party. This must happen first. No homework, no party. Mid position, front position, both are fine. And yes, as long as is the same thing. So long as can also be used to mean two things must be happening at the same time. Teacher, okay, everyone, you can go and look around the city so long as you wear your lanyards. Number 7, it just so happens that subject verb. This is a coincidence. A coincidence is when two things happen at the same time, but it wasn't planned. For example, you go to work and someone is wearing the same shirt. Oh, that's a coincidence. Oh, I've been dying to see the rocket launchers, but all of their concerts are sold out. You're joking. You like the rocket launchers? So do I. It just so happens that I have an extra ticket. Yeah, we should go together. This is a coincidence. And that's not a real band. Sorry, I can't go to your wedding. It just so happens that my sister is getting married on the same day. It just so happens that subject verb. This is a bit surprising. Okay, I'm going to group 8 through 14 together because they're similar in one way. I believe so. I hope so. I think so. I told you so. I'm afraid so. If so, if you don't mind my saying so. If you don't mind me saying so. Yes, these all have different definitions, but I want you to think about the so in each of these expressions. The so means that is the situation. Let's look at a few examples. Do you think our train is going to be on time? I believe so. I haven't heard any announcements. I believe that is the situation. It's Friday. Do you think we can leave work early today? I hope so. I hope that is the situation. Is Janet sick today? Yeah, I think so. I think that is a situation. Remember, with I believe so, I hope so, I think so, you need to be answering a question. So we wouldn't say, I really want to win the lottery. I hope so. I hope that's the situation. In all of these, you can see I'm responding to a question. I told you so. We use I told you so to mean, ha, I was right, you were wrong. We leave on the 8th. No, our flight's on the 9th. No, it's on the 8th. No, it's on the 9th. It's on the 8th. No, it's on the 9th. Bah, it's on the 9th. I told you so. Ha, I was correct and you weren't. That toaster I bought online last week broke already. It barely lasted a week. I told you so. I told you never buy cheap. I was correct. Haha. We can actually reduce I told you so to told you. Or more naturally, told ya. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Told ya. Yes, it can be annoying when someone says, I told you so. But it's okay to be annoying with friends and family. I'm afraid so. Unfortunately, that is the situation. Excuse me, are you out of bread? I'm afraid so. We close in 10 minutes. The bread is gone. Unfortunately, that is the situation. Again, just like I believe so, I hope so, we're answering a question. And if you want to be really lazy, you could just say, afraid so. I'm afraid so becomes afraid so. Okay, let's keep going. If so, if that is the situation, here is a solution. Imagine you have an interview and the interviewer asks you, have you ever had a conflict with one of your colleagues? If so, how did you resolve it? If that was a situation, how did you find a solution? What did you do? We might run out of toner. If so, I'll quickly run to the store and get some. If that is a situation, this is my solution. Okay, last one in this little group here, number 14. Again, you don't really want to analyze the grammar. Why do we use me? Why do we use my? Just think of it as one piece of vocabulary. We use this expression if we're trying to be polite when we criticize someone or we don't want to offend them. Can you put your shoes back on? Your feet really smell, if you don't mind me saying so. I'm trying not to offend him. Excuse me, if you don't mind my saying so, your music is really... If you don't mind me saying so, your music is really disturbing everyone. Front position, end position, both are fine. Okay, whew, so far so good. So far so good. Everything from the start until now has been good. How's your new job? So far so good. I've already written 3 paragraphs of my essay. So far, so good. Let's keep going. 16, and so on. The list continues in this way. It's like saying etc. We had a huge storm last week. It damaged part of our roof, practically flooded the basement, and so on. The list continues. I really like collecting souvenirs like mugs, magnets, keychains, and so on. In this way, the list continues. A souvenir is something you can buy when you travel to remind you of a place. Souvenirs are like mugs, magnets, keychains, and so on. 17. So that. This is why. I'm going to wake up at 7 tomorrow. Why? So that I can finish my homework. Can we start this meeting now so that we can finish early? Yes, you could actually remove that. So that is slightly more formal, so is a little less formal. Let's keep going so that we can finish this list. Without so much as noun or gerund. We use the expression when we're a little bit angry because someone didn't do something polite, something that people would normally do. For example, A friend came over to my house. I didn't invite her, but she came over to my house. I made her coffee. I made her lunch. I even baked a cake for her. She left my house without so much as a thank you. Can you believe that? Without so much as. My noun is a thank you. Normally, it's polite to say thank you. My colleague at work started to use my computer without so much as asking. Normally, you ask, right? Without so much as gerund. The client kept me waiting for 45 minutes without so much as an apology. So normally we use this expression with a thank you, a goodbye, a hello, asking. So much for that something. We use so much for that when the something was a failure or a disappointment. For example, I heard that lemon juice can remove stains. A stain is a little mark or a big mark on your clothes or the carpet that you cannot wash out. It's permanent. So here I have some coffee stains, and apparently lemon juice works. Let's give it a try. Wow, so much for that theory. That theory was a failure. Okay, I did everything you told me to. I sent her flowers. I sent her a card. I sent her presents. And she's still angry at me. So much for your great ideas. Your great ideas were a failure. Usually we use so much for that theory, plan, idea. Okay, number 20. It's our last one. Only so much, only so many plus noun. There is a limit. There are too many so expressions in this lesson. There is only so much vocabulary a person can handle. There's a limit. Stop trying to be a superhuman. There are only so many hours in a day for you to work. It's okay to relax a bit. My grandpa is 94 and he's in the hospital. He's really not doing well. The doctors are trying their best, but there's only so much they can do for him. There's a limit. And in this case, you can see I'm not using a noun because it's obvious. We mean medicine, treatments, things like that, and so on. Oh, this last example was a little heavy, but the good news is we're done. Great job. That was actually quite a long list. I'm curious. Can you let me know in the comments below if you have any of these expressions in your language? And also, give me an example with your favorite expression. You can write me a mini conversation. Thank you very much for watching. I can't wait to make another lesson for you. Thank you. Bye.